Hello everybody, today we're going to have a look at the 1863 penny. There's Queen Victoria, the young head of Queen Victoria, and in this condition this coin probably £4 to £5. And I've got another one here, slightly more detail, a little bit of corrosion showing there, but you can still see the Queen's features very well, so I think I'd probably get about £10 for this. This is the common variety, but there are some rare ones to look out for and they're worth a lot of money, so let's go through them and have a look. The pennies we're going to have a look at are all obverse 6 and reverse G. The only things you're looking for on these pennies are in the date area, so let me zoom in and I'll show you what I mean. There we are, you can see the number 2 below the date. The die numbers on these coins were probably there to assist with quality control during the minting process. They were certainly not meant to be circulated, but a few of them did find their way into circulation. No more than 5 1863 pennies with the die number 2 are believed to exist, but that's just an estimate, nobody really knows. This actual penny was sold at auction in December 2018 for £4,400. and it was graded as being in fine condition. Let's have another quick look at the obverse and let's move on to the next one. Another penny here from 1863. Let's zoom into the date area again, and there you can see below the date, in between the 8 and the 6, another die number, and this time it's number 3. Only 3 with the die number 3 are known to exist, and this one sold at auction in 2009 for £3,000. And this one was graded at very good condition. Okay, let's have a look at the obverse. There we are. Yeah, very good condition. Now let me put a little bit of information on UK coin grading on the screen. There we go, you can make a screenshot of that. And there you can see that very good condition is actually a lower grade than a fine condition, which I always found very confusing. If you're buying a coin from eBay, you've got to be very careful, because if it's described as being in good condition but the pictures are not very clear, you might not get what you think. Because this is the definition of a good condition coin, a grade which denotes a considerable amount of wear. The coin is discernible but the lettering may not be clearly visible, so not good at all really. And the penny we've just looked at, which was deemed to be in very good condition, a grade where the coin has experienced a lot of wear and where the details are still discernible but worn. Well, is that very good? So what word could they have used instead of good? Ordinary? Common? Average? Average, very average, don't know about that. Middling, what about medium? Moderate? Moderate, could use moderate. Tolerable? Passable? Oh, I don't know, but anything but good. What do you think? Let me know in the comments what word should have been used other than the word good. Anyway, that's enough moaning. Let's get back to the coins, and the next 1863 we're looking at is die number 4. For a long time, die number 4 on the 1863 penny was thought to be unique. Only one was known, people thought just the one was minted and its whereabouts was known. But relatively recently, in the last 10 years or so, more are turning up. People are finding them. Now, Freeman's coin catalogue lists this as rarity 18 or R18, which means they think between 6 and 15 die number 4s could be out there. Okay, let's zoom out again. Now, in June 2017, this actual coin sold for £1,800 and it was graded at very good condition. Let's have a quick look at the obverse. There we go. I've read an 1863 penny with a die number 5 is in existence somewhere, but I can't find any information on it at all, no images, nothing. So if anyone knows anything about that, please put it in the comments. Also, no die number 1s have been found. Now, I can't believe there's not a die number 1. I can't really accept that they started on the number 2 and didn't bother with die number 1. I think there must be an 1863 penny with a die number 1 out there somewhere. I just hope I'm going to be the one that finds it. Apart from die numbers, there are other things you can look for in the 1863 penny, but we'll stick with die numbers for a minute because I want to show you something I find interesting. If we go to London Coins, which is a great site if you want to see what coins sell for, and we go down here and you can see, there we go, die number 4, penny, 1863. That sold on the 3rd of December 2018 for £350. There it is. You can just see the date and the die number. Well, I quite clearly see that, but everything else, terrible, poor condition. Let's have a look at the obverse. There we go. Terrible, absolutely terrible. But that sold for £350. So if we move on, when did I say that was? 3rd of December. If we move on to next year, the 1st of September, exactly the same coin. It's not a similar coin, it's exactly the same coin, put into auction again. There we go, you can see the die number 4 and it's exactly the same. And that sold for £900. Exactly the same coin, less than a year later. So I just go to show, and people say, how much is that worth? It's worth whatever people are prepared to pay for it. Yeah, London Coins, have a look at that. Great site. I'm not sponsored by these people or anything, it's just a great site for information. You can also find what is known as an open 3, which is a slightly different shape, as you can see there. But unless you've got a top quality coin, it's very hard to tell the difference, and they don't really sell much more than the normal one. And it doesn't even get a mention in Freeman's bronze coinage of Great Britain. We're looking for the more valuable varieties. Another thing to look out for in the 1863 penny is what is known as 3/1 in the date. This is where the number 3 has been minted over the top of a number 1. Now here's an image. If I zoom in, you can see a little blob at the top of the 3, which is the top of the 1 underneath, and there's a little spike on the right with a curve of the 3, a little spike sticking out. It's difficult to see how this was a number 1, but that's the official term for it. The little blob at the top of the 3 is the easiest thing to see, even in worn coins. This actual coin was sold in March 2017 for £1,900 and was deemed to be in fine condition or better. Not quite very fine, just fine condition, a little bit better than that. And there's the obverse. Let's have a look at another one. Let's have a look at a close-up of the 3. And there we are, you can see the blob of metal on the top of the 3. And on the right, where it curves around, you can just see the little spike there, not as clear as the other one though. In March 2016, this one sold for £1,400 and was said to be in fine condition, or approaching fine condition is the words they used. And there's the obverse. If I do find one in my penny hunts, it's more likely to be in this condition. I've never found one yet. Let's have a close look at the 3 again. Now you can clearly see the blob above it, and the little spike on the right is probably clearer than the previous one. This particular coin sold in December 2021 for £110 and was deemed to be in fair condition, which is just a little bit worse than good condition. That's not too bad if you want one for your collection, I suppose. Let's have a look at the obverse. Yep, a fair condition coin. Now another one, an 1863. This one is known as the Slender 3. Freeman's catalogue number 44, but this one has been put in a slab. I can't find another decent image of it at all, so let's have a closer look if I can. Now it's called the Slender 3 for obvious reasons. It's very thin at the top, and the little point at the front of the 3, or the serif, is very squashed up. Yeah, it's very slender and it's longer than the other numbers. I wish I could find a better image for you, but it's obvious why this coin has been put in a slab, because this one sold in June 2009 for £19,000. At the time it was thought to be unique, but another one has been found, but there's no records of whether it's been sold or not. Yeah, the Slender 3, and if anyone has got a better image of that, I'd love to see it. I've gone through all my 1863s loads of times. Magnifying glass, microscope, bright sunshine, just hoping that I can see a little die number staring back at me one day. But so far, no luck. Or a little lump on the top of the 3. But no. Have a look at your 1863s if you've got any. They're not too hard to come by. I think it was 28 million were minted, or estimated mintage figure, so You might have one if you've got a few pennies. Oh, is that a little lump on the top of the 3 there? Is it? No, wishful thinking, just a little optical illusion there. Right, let me know if you've got anything, if you found anything. Let me know if you find a die number on one of yours. Hope you do. And no, there's nothing there. All those 1863s, no die number, no 3/1, and no Slender 3. Oh well, I'll keep hunting. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.